Once you're ready to print your photo, you're going to go up to File and select Print, and then you will have this photo that pops up here. And so this is your printer. This is what it will be connected to. And what you're going to do is just come down here and you're going to have your printer profile. Now if you have a Chromolux ICC profile that you've downloaded, then you will use that. And you can select right here and it will give you this big list of all these different things that you can choose from. You will either select that ICC profile, and if you're new and you're just using Epson's rigid profile, you will come up here to the top and select general purpose rigid. Purpose textile is for clothing and stuff like that, so that is not what we want. You will just want general purpose rigid. I use Chromolux, and so I use this ICC profile. I'm going to select that, and then you will have normal printing, relative color metric, and black point compensation selected. This really helps with dark photos. You don't always need it. If it's a brighter photo, it's not necessary, but if you do have a photo that has a lot of black in the front, something like this car photo here, then black point compensation works really well. Then you're going to go over to print settings and select that. Once you do that, you'll have this page pop up right here, and these are going to be a little bit more important for some of your settings. And so what you need to do is first select settings right here, and this is what's going to give you the option of choosing what you're going to print from for what size you're doing. So we're doing an 18 by 12, and I have an 18 by 12 setting made. So I'm going to click that, and you can choose between landscape and portrait. This doesn't matter, it just depends on what you set. So mine's at portrait, but before you do that, you actually have to come down to custom paper size. And so this is where you're going to actually set it up. And so you can see for 18 by 12, what we did is I named it 18 by 12 because this is how we're going to print it. This is how I print landscape photos. I have it named 18 by 12, and I have my paper width set to 19 inches by 13 inches. So I like to have 1 inch larger than the actual photo that I'm printing. This just allows it to set up on the paper nice without, overlapping on the edge and accidentally printing off of the paper at all. And I have it selected in inches. If you want to do millimeters, you can. It depends which country you live in, how you measure. That's all you're going to do, and you're just going to click save when that's done, and it will save into here. So I have all these different sizes that are saved and ready to print from. These are all the different ones that I do. And so if you come down here, I have a 12 by 18 instead of 18 by 12, and this is going to be for my portrait style photos. You don't need to do this. You can set one size, right? You click OK, you'll click save, and then you'll go up to here, and this is where they all get listed. And so then you'll just choose from that. And so if you had, say, 18 by 12 or 12 by 18, whatever one you choose to pick, you will just choose it, and then you can change the direction of it. So you can click landscape or portrait, and it will change the direction. If you are printing a larger photo, something like a 20 by 30, you would have to choose portrait, right? You would click 20 by, you would make a 20 by 30, and you would have it set at portrait, and this allows it to print the long way on your paper, because if it printed too wide, the photo would be off the paper because it's only 24 inches wide. You'll click, so we're going to choose here, I'm just going to choose what we're printing with. I'm going to click OK, and that's going to set it. And you'll see it right here, how it prints on your paper. So you're going to see it's going to print sideways. It takes up 3/4 of the paper, and you can see right here it also prints sideways. Your source is going to be roll paper. If you're printing from an F570 like I do, it prints from a roll. The paper width is 24 inches. You can select whatever size you're doing, so if you're printing from 17 inches, you can choose that right here. We're doing 24, so that's what we have. Your printer, when you connect to your printer, I'm not connected right now, but it will register what it is. So you'll click Acquire Info, and right here at your media type will pop up with your different papers that you've made on there. So I did a Chromolux one, and when I'm connected to my printer, it will show it. If you're using the Epson paper, you'll just go down, you'll click General Purpose Rigid, and that's the paper you're going to be using. So if it came with Epson DS paper, which most of your printers do, that's what you'll be using to begin with, and so you will just choose that, and you'll be ready to go. Just make sure it's connected to your printer, and then you'll come down here and you'll click Off No Color Adjustment. Then I come over here to Quality, I click Max Quality, High Speed, and oftentimes I like to click Finest Detail as well. You don't need to, it's not overly important, but I like to have that. After that, I come over to Layout, and then we'll go down to Additional Settings and make sure that your image is mirrored. You want it to print backwards so that when you heat press it, it's normal. So make sure that is selected. That's very important. And other than that, nothing else really. You can click Layout Manager, and it will change the settings here. And when you click OK, it will open up in a new window. So I'll show you that. It'll bring you back to here, and this will adjust to whatever you set it to. And so if you get to this screen and this, say this white border shrinks beyond your photo, you've set it wrong. And so you want to set it so that there's a white border all the way around your photo, and this just shows you how it's going to print on your paper a little bit easier. It'll show you that there will be a border. Then you're going to click print and it will open up that layout manager. So this is layout manager, and what it does is it puts your photo into here and allows you to print multiple photos at the same time. So you can take this photo and move it around, and this is set to 24 inches wide, so my photo shows exactly how it would look on the paper. So if you had a smaller photo that would fit right here, you could put them in, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to go back into Photoshop and go through the same process we just did for another photo, and you will click Layout Manager and it will send it into this window alongside this photo. Once it's in here, if you don't like the direction, say you have it set to landscape wide, but you want to fit another photo in here to save paper, you can click Object, Rotate, and you can rotate it whatever direction you want. So counterclockwise, slide it down, and you're good to go. You can fit another photo in here. Next, what you're going to do is click File. You're going to go down to Properties, and it's going to open back up your print window. And drag this over, and then all you're going to do is acquire info, do the same settings that you needed. So if you're going to, choose general purpose rigid. If you're using Epson DS paper, you're going to have all these settings. You don't have to mess with any of this, but you're going to come down here. You're going to select off, no color adjustment again. You're going to go over to quality, max quality, high speed. You can't print in finest detail from this. It's not too important though. And then you're just going to click OK. You'll be good to go. And then you'll go over to File again and you'll click Print, and it will print all of your photos from Layout Manager. Now the colors look different in Layout Manager. Don't be worried about that. Unless you're having issues where it's printing the colors that are actually in your Layout Manager for some reason. It shouldn't do that though. It will print just like you saw in Photoshop. They just look different in here for some reason, but don't be worried about that. It will print exactly the way you wanted.